Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you the touching and inspiring story Bholi, written by Khwaja Ahmad Abbas, a famous Indian writer and filmmaker known for his deep social messages. This story is about a simple village girl named Bholi, who transforms from a shy, neglected child into a confident and brave young woman. It's a story about self-respect, education, and women's empowerment. Bholi's real name was Sulekha, but everyone called her Bholi, meaning simpleton, because she was considered simple, slow, and naive. She was the fourth daughter of Ramlal, a revenue officer in a small village. Unlike her sisters, Bholi was not beautiful. When she was a baby, she fell off the bed and injured her head, which made her a little slow in learning. Later, when she was 2 years old, she caught smallpox, and her entire body was left with pockmarks. Because of this, people didn't pay much attention to her, and she was often neglected and ignored. Bholi's parents didn't expect anything from her. They thought she would never get married or achieve anything in life. She grew up without love or confidence. Her clothes were old, her hair was messy, and she was scared to speak because she had a stammering problem. She used to stammer badly whenever she spoke. Her brothers and sisters often laughed at her, making her even more shy and withdrawn. One day, a primary school for girls was opened in the village. At first, everyone criticized the idea of sending girls to school. But when the Tehsildar came to inaugurate it, he told Ramlal that he should set an example by sending one of his daughters to the school. Ramlal thought about it and decided to send Bholi, because she was not likely to get married anyway. When Bholi heard she was going to school, she was frightened. She had never gone anywhere before. Her mother scolded her but dressed her up nicely for the first time. When she looked into the mirror, Bholi felt happy, probably for the first time in her life. At school, Bholi was nervous and scared. When the teacher asked her name, she stammered and couldn't speak properly. The children laughed, and she began to cry. But instead of scolding her, the teacher spoke kindly and softly. She encouraged Bholi, saying, "Don't be afraid, my child. Come on, speak once more." That day, Bholi realized that someone cared for her. Her teacher's love and patience gave her new hope and confidence. The teacher promised her that one day she would speak fluently, and Bholi believed her. This became the first step of Bholi's transformation. Years passed. Bholi grew into an educated, sensible young woman. One day, her parents received a marriage proposal for her from an old, rich man named Bishamber. Bishamber was around 50 years old, had grown-up children, and wanted to marry again, but this time, he demanded a young, educated bride who would take care of him. Even though he was bald and limped slightly, he offered to marry Bholi without asking for any dowry, which made Ramlal very happy. Bholi's mother agreed immediately, thinking that since Bholi was not beautiful, this was a good opportunity. On the wedding day, the procession arrived with great pomp. But when Bishamber saw Bholi's pockmarked face, he became greedy and demanded 5,000 rupees as dowry to marry her. Ramlal was heartbroken. He pleaded with him and placed the money at Bishamber's feet. But at that moment, something extraordinary happened. Bholi, the shy and stammering girl, suddenly stood up and refused to marry such a greedy, selfish man. She said boldly in front of everyone, "Take back your money, father. I will not marry this man." Everyone was shocked. She declared that she would not marry a man who insulted her father and demanded dowry. She also said she would stay unmarried and serve as a teacher in her school, the same school that gave her courage and education. This moment marked the complete transformation of Bholi, from a timid, voiceless girl to a confident, independent woman who knew her self-worth. Her teacher, who was watching everything, smiled with pride. Her student had learned life's most important lesson: self-respect is more important than anything else. The story of Bholi gives us a strong message: education is the true power that gives confidence and independence. A person's value is not in their looks but in their character and courage. We should never tolerate injustice or greed, especially in the form of dowry. Women deserve respect and equality in society. So friends, Bholi is not just the story of one girl, it's the story of every girl who finds her voice through education, love, and self-respect.